Thank you, everyone. This is incredible. This is a huge crowd. Really appreciate all of the energy, the support that we're getting from the state of Washington, from the community. I really want to point out first, we are here on this land, and I want to recognize the Cowlitz tribe and that this is sacred land to the tribe. Really want to appreciate the collaboration with them. The committees that we worked with, the Cultural Resources Department, recognition of why we were all here and we're able to be here with their support. So thank you to them. I also want to thank who is en route, Representative Beth Doglio, who will be here. Oh, just perfect timing. Thank you. Mayor Wallace. Many of you may or may not know, we had a delegation from the city of Longview come and join us in Massachusetts, come and see one of our facilities. They really wanted to understand what we were bringing to Longview. It was a fantastic meeting, really showed the level of diligence, the care that they have for the community to make sure that we were the right partner, and really appreciate everything that was done with Ann Rivers and others to support that. Want to thank Jeff Wilson, Senator Jeff Wilson, for everything that he's done to help support this project. Rodney Wendt, WEDFA has been working with us and helping us understand our options within the state of Washington to finance this project and what is out there and support within the state. Incredible advisor, and really want to thank him for that as well. Ilona Kirby, Executive Director of the Lower Columbia CAP, joining us here today as well. The importance of food donation within the community. When we look at what we're building here, the platform, it's not just recycling wasted food. It's how do we understand where wasted food has come from? How can we better support the community? So having Ilona here to join us as well, very important to our company and our mission. And again, with that, we wouldn't be here without our customers. So I really want to extend a debt of gratitude to our customers, Safeway, Albertsons, and Kroger. They believed in us from many years ago and help us get our first foot in the door in the Pacific Northwest to get to where we are today, and really appreciate everything that they have done. And then with that, Caitlin Tesson, the team at Enbridge, we have a shared vision of what renewable energy means and how do you bring that to the community. The investments that they're making within Divert into the infrastructure that we're putting into your community, $100 million going to work, the 40 jobs that we're bringing into the community, all thanks to the work and collaboration with Enbridge. And then, of course, our team at Divert. We are mission driven. We are focused on protecting the value of food. And this installation here, a first in the Pacific Northwest, is a huge move forward. The infrastructure that's required to prevent wasted food from going to landfill, giving a better alternative. And the infrastructure required to do that does take time. It takes significant collaboration. We have it here in the Northwest, which is very exciting for us, and really appreciate everything everyone's done. So a little on the facility. So this will be 100,000 tons per year. And to put that into perspective, there's roughly 2.7 million tons of food waste in Washington state alone. So this is a small dent and a very large problem. And we're hoping that with our leadership, others will follow and understand that investment is worthwhile. We can bring this to other communities and help solve this problem. Otherwise, we're going to have to build more landfills. We have to invest into infrastructure. Really appreciate all of the counties that are here and represented today. We love bringing innovation, and we're looking for future partners. Really thankful for all of the communities as well. We started this business, had no idea 16 years ago that we would be deploying over $1 billion of capital, building facilities across the country. It really did just start one step at a time. My co-founder and I, Nick Whitman, in a garage, the colloquial start of a business, and how do you move this through the process? The last few years have been transformative, and it's recognizing all of the work of HB 1799 that really brings awareness to the problem. And so what is that wasted food, and how do you take regulations and dovetail it into a sustainable business? And we think 1799 does that. It allows the diversion of food waste from landfills, but also recognizing that there is food that does go to waste. One of the most important things for our facility happens before food even comes to our facility. When you start to take food out of the waste stream, you look at it differently. you start to understand, well, why am I throwing this away? Look how much food we are wasting. Changing behaviors upstream is what does reduce wasted food. And so having a platform within the community provides that opportunity, and we're very proud to do that. In addition, the food waste that we do receive here is going into renewable energy. We're displacing fossil-based fuels. It's not only the carbon cycle, it's the nutrient cycle, it's the nitrogen cycle, the water cycle. All of those things we're changing within this facility. We're able to bring those nutrients back into farmland within the community, grow new food, and bring it back into the supply chain. And that's where that value with our customers and working with retailers, food service restaurants, communities, incredibly powerful. So just want to thank everyone for being here, the partnership with the community, with the state. And yeah, I'll pass off to Chris Thomas, who will introduce some folks, and thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. So excited to be here today. It's been a fantastic journey, and we're finally here. I'm so grateful to all of you who came out to celebrate with us today. And before we hear from our speakers, I want to acknowledge a few folks, some additional public sector stakeholders who've been supportive of Divert's efforts and were able to join us today. Representative Jim Walsh and Representative Joel McIntyre, both representing Washington's 19th Legislative District. Longview City Council members Spencer Boudreau, Ruth Kendall, and Mike Wallen. Thank you so much. We're so grateful for the council for supporting our project. We're so happy that you're here today. We've also been so grateful to the city of Longview and the administrative staff led by City Manager Chris Swanson and Assistant City Manager Ann Rivers. Chris, you and your entire team have been fantastic in helping us move through the permitting process to advance this first of its kind project. And Ann, you've been a tremendous help from the very, very beginning. And we would not be breaking ground here so quickly if it wasn't for your help. Also joining us today is Tanisha Harris, representing U.S. Senator Maria Cantwell's office. Tanisha, there you are. John Anderson, representing Governor Inslee's office. Kirk Esmond and Harry Bierock, representing Washington State Department of Commerce. Holly Sternkorb, Dina Hastings, representing Oregon Metro. Thank you for coming all the way up from Oregon for this. And Elaine Blatt and a number of her colleagues have joined us from the Oregon Department of Environmental Quality. We also have representatives from the city of Kelso who also were really helpful in making sure that the communities learn more about our project and advance this project. I see the mayor over there, Mayor Karnofsky, Andrew Hamilton, and Keenan Harvey have joined us today. Dennis Weber, Commissioner representing Cowlitz County. Thank you so much for being here. And did I miss anyone else from Cowlitz? We hadn't seen if anyone. Commissioner Dahl. Oh, Commissioner Dahl. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for Commissioner Dahl for being here as well. Representatives from the Port of Longview and Port of Kalama have joined us here today. And I believe Heather Trim was also on her way from Zero Waste Washington. I want to recognize her because of her efforts with HB 1799. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Now we're going to move on to the speakers, and it's my honor to introduce State Representative Beth Dolio. Representative, thanks for coming all the way down to be with us here today.
I could not be more thrilled to be here with you today to celebrate the sighting of Divert in Longview, Washington. It's really awesome. First of all, the jobs, right? We're looking around. Look at this. There's jobs, and it's the construction jobs, and then I believe it's 40 jobs that are projected to be full-time permanent jobs right here in this community. That is a huge win for Southwest Washington families. Secondly, food waste. I'm so passionate about food waste. I actually passed a bill in, 2018 or 2019 that sets a goal for the state of Washington to reduce food waste 50% by 2030. And Divert is going to help us meet that goal. That is so cool. And that was a bill that was passed by every single person in the Washington State legislature. Every single member voted for that bill. Now, as a result of that, we see 1799, which is, is a result of saying, okay, how are we going to deal with this, with the wasted food? And so great to see Divert is taking that on. But food waste is, why am I passionate about food waste, right? It creates a lot of greenhouse gas emissions, and reducing it, getting it out of the landfill where it's creating that methane and putting it to use and creating clean energy, that is a big win. But also, like, we have a lot of kids back to school week going to school with empty bellies. And for every kid that has an empty belly in that school, that's a disadvantaged kid. They're not paying attention to what's going on at the blackboard, the book in front of them, or the iPad in front of them as it is today. They're thinking about what's going on in their belly, and that hungry belly. And so, again, another win if we can reduce food waste and divert it out. And the technology here is just incredible to help us do that. And finally, the public-private partnership. This is the way we can make things like this happen in our communities. The federal government passed the Inflation Reduction Act, and Divert is taking advantage of an incentive that the Inflation Reduction Act created. That's awesome. State government. We passed 1799 that helped make this a reality, and that you're helping make a reality as well as a private company. And then also, I'm hoping that you're able to take advantage of the clean fuel standard as you're creating that clean fuel as well. So that's another, that clean fuels program ought to be able to help this facility thrive as well. And then local government, all of the local government people who are actually making it happen on the ground, doing the hard work of permitting. And we know how hard it can be to cite things in Washington State. And it is so great to have local governments working to make sure and to help the company through getting this permitted here in Longview, Washington. So I am just delighted that we have this private company, which is the last part of that public-private partnership, right? Who's done all this amazing innovation, like super smart people figuring out how to take all of this food waste and make it into renewable energy and actually have upstream programming, or I don't even know how you do it. It's like, I wish I were so smart, because it's such a great thing. I mean, that private innovation, partnering with the public incentives and the public sector to make what's happening here today. I am so honored to be here today to help celebrate here in Longview, Washington. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Rep. Doyle. Appreciate it. Thanks for being down here. And now I want to welcome Longview Mayor Wallace to share some remarks.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you so much for Divert for inviting me to share some comments today. Thank you for those comments, Representative, and for the enthusiasm from the state. This is just a great day. Like, I don't know if I want to cry, happy tears or what. So good morning, everyone. It's a great day in Longview. Today is a win for our community as our community celebrates together with Divert Inc. It was just a little over a year ago when I toured the Divert Inc. facility in Boston, along with Councilmember Ruth Kendall, Assistant City Manager, Community Development Director Ann Rivers, Public Works Director Ken Hash, and myself, and we were all impressed with what we saw. I remember listening intently to CEO Ryan Vegan and his Divert Inc. team talking about their vision and the opportunities and possibilities that they would bring to Longview. It was inspiring to hear his enthusiasm and how much they wanted to impress upon us their excitement to bring their business here to the Mint Farm in Longview. And after seeing their operation, we wanted them to know how much we wanted their business to move to our community. In that moment, I was seeing a vision for today. I was seeing this day as we gather together for the groundbreaking for Divert Inc. facility at the Mint Farm in Longview. Divert, an ingenious company that essentially takes food waste from grocers and turns it into valuable technology resource, also aims to lower the carbon footprint in our local landfill. We've heard this. And we'll also use the gases from the waste to contribute to the natural gas pipeline in Longview. It's a total win-win-win. Divert is a company that truly hits all the marks. And I believe it is just the kind of company that R.A. Long, 100 years ago, envisioned would come to Longview, plant its seeds, establish strong roots, and thrive for years to come. Mr. Long was methodical in painting the canvas of Longview, and industry was key in establishing the bedrock of our community. When I think of the quality company that Longview is gaining in Divert Inc., and the level of expertise and genuine leadership exhibited by its representatives, I am reminded of quality leadership icon Stephen Covey and the leadership principles he established and lived by. 1, be proactive. 2, begin with the end in mind. 3, put first things first. 4, think win-win. 5, seek first to understand and then to be understood. 6, synergize. And 7, sharpen the saw. I have seen firsthand these intentional actions in Divert's leadership team. It is such a pleasure to welcome Divert to the city of Longview. Stephen Covey also wisely stated, sow a thought, reap an action. Sow an action, reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Sow a character, reap a destiny. We are excited to see what we've sown so far bearing fruit. We are reaping an action in today's groundbreaking, and we look forward to continuing to grow this partnership for the long term. Congratulations, Divert. We have been waiting for you. Welcome to Longview.
I asked the mayor not to go anywhere because I have something I want to present to her and the other representatives from the city. I want to present you with this golden shovel commemorating our groundbreaking today.
Thank you. Maybe right here.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Mary Wallace, for those kind words. I want to now introduce, welcome Caitlin Tesson, who's the Vice President of Strategy and Market Innovation at Enbridge. Caitlin, thanks for joining us.
I never thought I'd seen you to be more excited about wasted food than Ryan Began, but I think we found her here today. Hi, everybody. I am very happy to be here to celebrate this milestone today and to represent Enbridge. Enbridge is a large energy infrastructure company. We move 20% of the natural gas across North America, have a large renewable power portfolio and other pieces of our business, and could not be happier that we are investing $100 million, as Ryan said, into this facility and the local economy. And we really view the Longview project as just a start, a template to our $1 billion infrastructure partnership with Divert, where our goal is to replicate this facility and all of the benefits that come along with that across the United States. We all know wasted food is everywhere, unfortunately, and is definitely a problem to tackle. Enbridge also has a vision similar to Ryan's mission of reducing our emissions with a goal of being net zero by 2050. And renewable natural gas is a key component of that. We did our first RNG project at our utility in Canada in 2011, and I could not be more pleased that the Longview project will be Enbridge's first investment in the United States into renewable natural gas and that clean energy forum. So thank you very much to everybody that's gotten us this far, and we'll continue to support this project and the many benefits as we keep that wasted food out of the landfills, we reduce emissions, and importantly, create clean energy. Let's get to work. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. And now I'd like to welcome Ilona Kirby, Executive Director, of the Lower Columbia CAP, who will be sharing a little bit more on our community donation event today.
Well, good morning. I too am really excited to see this opportunity and have this opportunity to welcome Divert to the community. And especially have enjoyed working with Chris and Hillary and the team the last couple months, working on this community donation event and looking at what they'll do in the future. This is, as you've heard, such an innovative project that will help with wasted food, food donation, and renewable energy creation. And core to Divert's mission is working closely with food retail partners to help improve their food donation programs through identifying and saving wasted food that is still good, edible, and meets food guidelines. I am so impressed that since 2018, Divert has worked with its customers and partners to facilitate more than 11 million pounds of food to persons in need. With 1 in 4 parents in our country struggling to afford food, and well over 15% of our families in Cowlitz County food insecure, I am looking forward to the positive impact they will have on food insecurity through increasing food donations in our community. And if you don't realize what the need is, all you have to do is on the third Tuesday, try to come up 12th Avenue to our business. There's a long line of people who are in need coming to get food boxes to help stretch their dollars. Many of them are working 1 and 2 jobs and still can't quite afford it. That said, I am really proud to be able to kick off the community donation event today, and we are inviting all of you to write a note of encouragement to our families and help pack boxes of food. Divert set up a wonderful station there to work on that. And I really can't thank them enough for this food donation. It is going to make a really wonderful positive impact in families' lives here. So please join us after the groundbreaking and photos, and we will pack boxes. Thank you.
Thank you, Alona. Appreciate those remarks. It's so important what we're doing, and we can never overlook the food donation part of our business, because it's how we also, first and foremost, address wasted food. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We're now going to turn to the formal groundbreaking and photo portion of our event. And as Alona mentioned, we're going to do the food donation packing event afterwards, which will benefit Lower Columbia CAP. But if I could ask everyone to just remain seated for a few minutes while we do a series of photos, and I'll call up the appropriate people up so we can get started on the formal groundbreaking. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do a groundbreaking, the ceremonial shovel with our 2 co-founders and those who spoke in our program today. And then we're going to ask a couple other groups of people to come up for photos after that as well. Thank you.
So if you could shuffle over this way just a little bit, perfect, yeah, just like that. Come close. Let's get it in the dirt, guys. All right, right here, in the dirt. All right, everybody look at me and smile. I know there's a lot of cameras, but look at me right here. Perfect. Oh, work it, nice. One more. All right, now we gotta get into it, right? Ready? Perfect. And look at me and smile. Right here. Yes. Perfect. Well done.
We know. We know.
Oh, you guys look good.
Okay, I do. Did we get everything we need?
On those ones, yes.
Awesome. Okay.
If you want them to dig more, we can.
Well, let's just get started.
Got a lot of work to do.
Now we'd like to get a City of Longview photo. So Longview elected officials and our co-founders, please.
Yes, so it's very simple. Right here. Just like that. I think this, no, I think this is, yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe so. Maybe I'll have hop on the side mic over there. And then I'll have you bring it this way. Yeah, you two switch. And we're gonna get close. We're gonna scooch over this way. Yep, just like that. Everyone pose. We can look good with the shovel. Check it 2. All right, everybody look right here. Nice big smiles at me. 1, 2, 3. Couple more. Yep, perfect. Another one. All right, now we're gonna dig it. All right, we're gonna look at me and smile while we're doing it though. Get to work. There we go. Perfect. Keep working it. There you go. There we go. Awesome. One more digging. Perfect. Excellent. Gotta make it fun.
Okay, I'd like to invite City of Longview staff, city manager, assistant city manager, and any other staff who are able to join us.
It'll be worth it for the photo.
Right.
Perfect. Yep. All right.
What is up with that helmet? Oh, there we go.
All right, so look at me. What we're going to do is we're going to look and smile first. Ladies, bend, lean forward. Yes, we're going to look good. Gentlemen, you look nice too. All right. Right here. Pose. Yep. Perfect. Big smiles right here. 1, 2, 3. Another one. Perfect. Now we're going to dig. All right, let's go. And you're going to look at me too. Yep, right here. Perfect. Yep, there we go. Awesome. One more, just in case. Yes. Perfect.
I think I'd do better at it by now. And don't mess with Ann. Look at that.
You know. Bring them like.
Oh, no, I will.
Two more. Sorry, bear with me. We're gonna get the local 19th delegation, Senator Wilson and Rep. McIntyre. I think Senator Wilson was rounding up Rep. McIntyre. There he is. He's coming up. All right. Can we? Just me. That sounds great. Just 2 more.
It's a lot of work digging it around. You're doing great. All right, is it good for? Okay, we're gonna look and smile first. Nice and handsome. Yeah, there we go. That perfect, just like that. Right here, 1, 2, 3. Another one. One more. All right, now we're digging. Let's go. Look at me and smile. We're having a great time right here. Perfect. Yes. One more. Awesome. Thanks, gentlemen.
All right. Last but not least, anyone from the state of Washington or from Senator Cantwell's office, and Department of Commerce, Governor's office. Come on up and do one more photo with us, and then we'll get started with our donation event. Rep Dolio, if you want to join us for that. This is the HB 1799 photo.
Look great on both.
All right, I'll get shuffle over this way just a smidge. Perfect, just like that. Yeah, nice and close and cozy. Yeah, come on, get in the dirt. Let's go. We're gonna perfect. All right, in the dirt. In the dirt. All right, we're gonna smile at me right here. I'm taking 3 photos right here. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna just hold. We're gonna look good and hold it. All right, right here. 1, 2, 3. Another one. Keep working it. You're good. All right, now we're digging. All right, we're going. These guys are pros over here, so they'll show you how to do it. Keep smiling at me.